The great escape begins in a desert place, the land of Egypt. The Hebrews were led into Egypt by Joseph. He was highly favored, and Pharaoh loved Joseph because he was wise and saved the people from great famine. When Joseph died, a new Pharaoh came to power, one with a fearful heart. He was afraid of the Hebrews and feared they would overcome the Egyptians. In great fear, Pharaoh ordered all the midwives to cast Hebrew boys into the Nile. The midwives were brave and did not obey. This was God's way of protecting his people. During these terrible days, a child was born, and his mother hid him until she could hide him no more. The babe was sent down the Nile in hopes he would be spared. Through the waters, Moses soon arrived to the bank of Pharaoh's home.
Princess, there is a child in the reeds of the river.
Bring him to me. He is handsome. I shall keep him as my own. We shall call him Moses because I drew him out of the river.
Moses grew from babe to child and eventually a prince of Egypt. The waters carried him from danger to his palace. Moses grew from a boy into a prince. He had all he could ever want. Moses' life was good. He had all the grapes, delicious sweets, and anything his heart desired. Pharaoh loved Moses and sent him to oversee the pyramids.
Men, we must move swiftly as Pharaoh, your god and king, so desires his temples. The pyramids must be tall and point to the sky.
I think you guys just need to work a little faster. Come on, work faster.
Soldier, you must not be so cruel to our servants.
I can do whatever I wish with them. They're only slaves.
The soldier became cruel, and Moses was enraged with justice for his workers.
I told you not to be so cruel!
Moses was ashamed of his anger and for what he had done. He ran away to Midian to hide forever, or so he thought. God had a different plan, one of redemption and freedom. After some time, out in the desert, Moses encountered a burning bush.
Moses, I have a plan for you. One of courage, freedom, and love. You must return to Egypt to set my people free.
Who am I, Lord? Surely you do not call on me. My tongue is slow, and I am afraid.
I will make a way. Do not fear.
Take Aaron. He is a much better man and so quick with his words. You must mean Aaron.
Take your staff. See, I will send you with all you need. Do not fear, for I am with you and will provide the signs to save my people.
Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh? And what shall I tell your people?
Take Aaron as your companion and tell the people, I am has sent you.
Moses gathered his family and rode on a donkey back to Egypt. Moses returned to Egypt as God had commanded. Moses went straight to Pharaoh's palace to plead for God's people.
Pharaoh, God has spoken to me. You must let
his people go.
Is this some kind of joke, Moses? I have pyramids to build, wives and children to feed. These are my slaves. Tell your God his people belong to me.
Let my people go.
My council can make the same magic.
Let my people go. My God will send signs. You must let God's people go.
For 7 days, the river was red, and Pharaoh would not release God's people.
Moses, return to Pharaoh and say, "Let my people go."
Lord, they will not listen to me. His people have magic and do not believe. Who am I, Lord?
Tell them, the Creator of all, I Am, has sent you.
Moses returned to the palace and said,
Let my people go.
The frogs covered the earth and fell from the sky. Yet Pharaoh said,
No!
Pharaoh, let my people go.
gnats and flies filled the lands and ate all the fruits of the Nile.
Pharaoh, let my people go.
How about no? Tell your God to restore Egypt, and if he does, I will do anything.
Pharaoh begged Moses to plead with God and rid Egypt of his plagues. Moses spoke with God.
Moses, I will restore Egypt as Pharaoh has bargained, but he must let my people go.
Pharaoh, my God has restored your land. Now, let my people go.
This time, I think no.
Pharaoh had fooled Moses and would not release God's people. Moses returned to Pharaoh and warned him to let God's people go.
I really need another pyramid, and your people are such fabulous workers. I can't possibly finish my temples without them, so no.
Pharaoh, let my people go.
The livestock grew ill and died. Yet Pharaoh said,
No, I will just buy new cows, pigs, and sheep. We needed new animals anyway.
Let my people go.
pimples and bumps covered the faces of the Egyptians.
Pharaoh, you must appease the God of Moses. My skin is hideous. I will never be able to show my face in court, let alone at our annual ball.
Your face will soon be beautiful again. I will not let Moses' people go.
Hail then fell from the sky into the desert.
Pharaoh, let my people go.
No. We will cover ourselves in blankets. Servants, warm a fire.
Let my people go.
The locusts covered the earth and the homes. Yet Pharaoh said no.
Sweet Pharaoh, please let the Hebrews go. My skin is hideous. There are flies everywhere, and it's hailing. We live in the desert. We do not have hail here. Please.
No, I am a god, more powerful than the God of Moses.
Yes, my sweets. You are the strongest and toughest, but please reconsider.
Then darkness fell upon Egypt.
Let my people go.
Your God has power over the moon and sun. You must go. Never return.
Just like before, Pharaoh did not keep his promises and would not let God's people go. And then night fell upon the heart of Pharaoh, and he would not hear the cries of the people.
That is enough. Pharaoh's heart is hardened. The night will fall upon the Egyptians one last time. When the sun rises, sons of Egypt will remain in a deep sleep, never to wake.
Lord, what about your people? What shall I say?
Tell them to mark their doors in red, showing a sign that they know they are covered by God. My spirit will come through Egypt and will pass the red doors.
Yes, Lord.
Darkness came once again into the deepest of night, and the Spirit of God moved throughout the land.
God's people have nothing to fear. God is with them and will release them through the waters.
When the sun rose, the people and children of Egypt awoke, but the son of Pharaoh did not.
Moses' God has put our son into a deep sleep. Let his people go.
Bring Moses to me.
Pharaoh, let my people go.
Yes, go. And never return.
You were once slaves, and now you are free. Gather your belongings and family. We will cross the Red Sea.
What about Pharaoh?
Yeah, Moses, he's gonna come for us.
Your God has sent me with signs, wonders, and miracles. We will trust him.
Okay, let's go. All right, let's go. Let's do it.
The people gathered their belongings and began to move out of Egypt. For 3 days, Moses and the people traveled.
I am now angry. We must do something, Pharaoh.
We will gather all the soldiers and armies of Egypt and return to me what is mine. Commander, gather all our men and bring back my slaves.
Moses, Pharaoh has lost his sadness, and now is seeking revenge his region once more. You must gather your people and cross the Red Sea. Through the waters you will be saved.
Aaron, wake our people. God has spoken to me in a dream. We must move quickly through the desert and into the Red Sea.
How will we cross the sea? We have no boats, only camels.
I am has sent me, and he will make a way.
Gather your belongings. Pharaoh is coming, and we must cross the Red Sea.
How's God gonna get across the Red Sea?
Wait, we don't have any boats.
I can't swim.
Moses is crazy. We'll never survive.
Or maybe we should just go back to Egypt and Pharaoh will forgive us.
God made a promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We have seen his promises fulfilled through Noah and Joseph. The same God will see us through, and we will cross the Red Sea.
The people gathered their belongings and walked to the Red Sea.
I think I can see Moses and the Israelites up there. Faster, let's get them.
Pharaoh and his armies were gaining on the Hebrews with each passing moment. Pharaoh's hardened heart leapt at the thought of recapturing his slaves, thinking they would be trapped by the Red Sea. But in God's story, a way is made where none seemed possible.
We will cross the Red Sea. God will make a way.
Moses stepped into the waters, and they parted like a canyon The people followed Moses, watching in amazement as the sea parted. As Pharaoh approached the sea, he could not believe his eyes.
The God of Moses commands the seas, moon, and sun. How is this possible?
Through the waters, God frees his people and reminds us he keeps his promises to us now and always.
The people of God passed through the waters, eventually making their way to the Promised Land. As the people of Israel stepped out of the parted sea, the water rushed back together and consumed Pharaoh's army. Through the story of Moses, we can know for certain that through water a promise is made, and God will remain faithful to his promises. We can know for certain that there will be many pharaohs, but there is only one king who is compassionate, loving, and ready to keep his people free. His name is Jesus.